Battle of the Gates of Darkness. In the heart of Africa, deep in the thick and dark forests, lay an ancient gate known as the Gates of Darkness. Legend said that this gate could release demonic creatures and absolute darkness into the human world. Two groups were looking for this gate, the good, consisting of brave archaeologists led by Dr. Eva Kenyon, who are determined to find and destroy the gate once and for all to prevent darkness from being unleashed on Africa. Alongside them was a sorceress named Aqua and a group of benevolent mythical creatures, including the mighty panther god Bast, who aided them with their magical powers. The evil group, led by the dark sorcerer Setek, who sought absolute power and planned to open the gates, release demonic beings, and rule Africa. He used legendary creatures of darkness, including cursed witches and terrifying demons, as his minions. The search for the gates became a breathtaking race. Both groups faced numerous dangers, including wild animals, deadly traps, and hostile tribes. But the greatest danger was the magical battle between Aqua and Seth, which tied the fate of Africa. Battle for the Gates. Seth and his companions used powerful dark magic to find the gates and left a trail of darkness and destruction at every step. With the help of Bast and benevolent beings, Eva and her group stood against them with sword and magic and tried to prevent their advance. During these battles, ancient sites and haunted tombs are discovered, complex puzzles are solved, and forgotten secrets are revealed. Both groups used their team's knowledge of ancient wizards and scientists to decipher maps and prophecies in order to be the first to reach the gates. Battle of the Gates of Darkness, it's time to battle. Eva, Jamal, Kira, and Aqua, our heroes, embark on a dangerous journey to save Africa from total darkness. They make their way to a lost temple deep in the desert where the gates of darkness lie. The Lost Temple. At the entrance of the temple, an ancient mystery blocks their way. The statues of the ancient gods are messed up and must be put in their right places. With her deep knowledge of history and ancient languages, Eva deciphers the symbols and places the statues in their correct places. Suddenly, the door of the temple is opened with glory, and the way to the darkness and the secrets hidden in it is revealed. Creatures of Darkness. In the depths of the temple, the spirits of ancient gods appear. They herald a terrible danger. Setkh, the sorcerer of darkness, is opening the gates of darkness to engulf Africa in absolute blackness. But the ancient gods do not let them down. They give hints to Eva and her friends so that they might be able to stop Seth. Cursed Tomb. The path of our heroes ends in a cursed tomb. A deadly trap awaits them at the entrance to the tomb. Poisonous spears fall from the ceiling, killing every living creature. But Jamal, with his extraordinary tracking skills, finds a safe way to bypass this trap. A fierce battle. Deep in the tomb, Eva and her friends come across a mass of cursed mummies. These terrifying creatures are protected by ancient spells and possess demonic power. With her fire spells, Kira rains burning flames on the mummies. Aqua makes them weak and powerless with her blue spells. And finally, Eva and Jamal kill them one by one with their swords and spears. Our heroes are one step closer to the gates of darkness. Battle of the Dark Gates, epic details of the final battlefield. The final battle takes place against the gates of darkness, deep in the dense forests of Africa, where the ruins of the legendary city of Zimbabwe once stood. This place is filled with powerful magical energy that both good and evil factions use to their advantage. Good group. Dr. Eva Kenyon, the famous archaeologist, leader of the group, fights with her sharp sword and great intelligence. He uses his deep knowledge of history and ancient languages to decipher maps and prophecies. Kira, a young and daring girl with extraordinary fighting skills and increasingly powerful magical powers. He uses fire and lightning spells to deal with his enemies. Jamal, the local guide, with exceptional agility and tracking skills, acts as the group's eyes and ears in the jungle. He uses his spear and bow and arrow to hunt enemies from a distance. Bast, the mighty panther god, with sharp claws and incredible speed, transforms into a deadly whirlwind on the battlefield. He can communicate with forest animals and ask them for help in battle. Other members of the group include archaeologists scientists, and experts in various fields such as deciphering, engineering, and medicine. They use advanced weapons such as laser guns, EMP grenades, and weaponized drones. Evil group, Setk. The Dark Mage, leader of the group, summons lightning and darkness with his magic wand. He uses curse and hate spells to weaken and destroy his enemies. Nefertis. The evil female sorceress, Setek's assistant, overshadows the minds of enemies with spells of illusion and deception. He uses his poison dagger to kill in hand-to-hand combat. Anubis, god of death, a legendary creature with a dog-like appearance, reaps souls with his deadly scythe and spreads darkness on the battlefield. He uses his powers to summon the spirits of the dead and cursed soldiers. Cursed mummies, undead warriors risen from the grave with incredible strength and stamina, resistant to bullets and sword blades. They use their sharp claws and ferocious teeth to attack their enemies. Other party members includes cursed wizards, demons, and other demonic creatures. They use dark magic, cursed weapons, and demonic creatures to fight. Hand-to-hand combat. Kira versus Nefertis. Kira attacks the sorceress Nefertis with her fiery spells, but Nefertis tries to mislead her with spells of illusion and deception. Kira overcomes the illusions of Nefertis with her concentration and strong will, and knocks her out with a thunderbolt. Jamal against the cursed mummies. With his agility and tracking skills, Jamal runs through the cursed mummies that follow him like a shadow. He shoots them with his bow and arrow, but the mummies continue to attack him despite being hit by arrows. Jamal knows that bows and arrows are not enough to stop them. He remembers the lessons he learned from his ancestors. With full concentration, Jamal communicates with the nature around him and helps the forest animals. Suddenly, a group of monkeys come down from the trees and attack the mummies. Jamal also joins them with his spear, and with quick and precise movements, he knocks out the mummies one after another. Bast versus Anubis. Bast, the mighty tiger god, roars and attacks Anubis, the god of death. His sharp claws flashed through the air like lightning and wounded Anubis. Anubis attacks Bast with his deadly scythe, but Bast dodges his blows with his agility and speed. Their battle continues fiercely and the ground trembles under their feet. Bast attacks Anubis with all his strength and finally knocks him down with a powerful blow. Wounded and defeated, Anubis looks at Bast with anger and hatred, but knows he has failed. Eva versus Seth. Eva attacks the dark wizard Seth with her sword, but Seth pushes her back with his dark spells. Suddenly Aqua appears with her magic staff and sends powerful waves towards Seth. Seth attacks the waves with lightning, but Aqua deflects the lightning towards Seth with her spells. The battle of the wizards continues and the sky becomes full of light and darkness. Eva and her friends use their spells and weapons to help Aqua, and Seth uses all his power to defeat them. Final spell battle. Finally, Aqua casts the ancient spell she learned from the lost scroll with all her might. This spell appears in the form of a huge blue dragon and attacks Seth with fury. Seth tries to defend the dragon with all his magical power, but the dragon overpowers him with the power of water and sends him into the depths of darkness. Good victory. With the defeat of Seth, the gates of darkness are sealed forever and the darkness leaves Africa. Eva and her friends look at the ruins of the gates with joy and pride. With their sacrifice and courage, they have saved Africa from evil. Well, we have reached the end of another story. Friends, thank you very much for your support. In the end, if you like this story, don't forget to like and subscribe to support us.